The following is presented for informational and educational purposes only. This is not investment advice. Please consult your financial advisor. Thank you. All right, so we've been taking a lot of action lately on vertical option trades, and today was no different. So let me take you through this one. I'm initiating a position on AR Antero Resources. This is a natural gas company, in particular Marcellus Shale, I believe. Anyway, you think Henry Hub, Appalachian gas play. Okay, so I do have my data on it, database. Just really quick, the fundamentals. I really like the fundamentals of this company. They are fairly levered, but the trend is to get out of debt. I had, on a fundamental basis, I have them at about $39. This is, a minute or two old. I have pretty conservative assumptions, discount factor of 11.4. Anyway, long story short, I do own the stock, so it's definitely one that has my interest. So let's go into the setup here. Hide. Okay, so you had natural gas futures. This was, I'm recording of 7/21/25. They kind of puked today. So I think if you, let's see here. If you go to the NYMEX, where is it? There we go. Okay, so I'm kind of looking at this broader weekly wedge, and we're getting pretty close on the futures to kind of this lower bound support. So that kind of gives me hope that maybe this run is complete. Back to AR specifically. Yeah, so we had a puke today. I'm looking at kind of a orange rail. I don't know if you can see it. It's not perfectly clear where that diagonal support resistance is, but this is all coming into a zone where, Luxal goes, we have a lot of wicks here. They're saying that there should be a liquidity zone here. Buyers, we've got the 3-year moving average coming up underneath there. So I feel like this is probably an opportunity to buy. Really like natural gas for the long term, but this is not a long term play, but let's play it out. So I went to my vertical builder. We are at 33.31 as a close. I think actually that might not be true. Let's refresh this guy. I think it's lower than that. Yeah, 32.50, even better. So this guy, 32.50, I'm thinking the lower strike probably 35 and 45. I'll skip through that. There's quite a bit of volume here. Almost no spread on this. Is really tight, so that's attractive. Number one, we've got a lot of volume. I'd like to see a lower implied volatility on the long and a larger implied volatility. The one I'm selling, in a perfect world, that'd be great. They're still both below the historic volatility, so I'm getting slight discount to Black-Scholes. Disclosure, I had an order fill for 245 and 225, so it dropped even further at close. So this is looking pretty good, possibly for tomorrow. I'm dollar cost averaging in because natural gas has a way of just V-bottoming everywhere. So take it if you can get it. I mean, don't try to call the bottom necessarily, especially on spread trades. We're just going to be patient. I've got a lot of liquidity, so I can be kind of patient. I'd probably go in for another, I'm about probably half deployed of my max. Well, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. But so let's go through the details. Let's see. So we're doing the 70/50 target stops with 21 days to expiration. That gives me if you bought it down here under 220, that gives you like a 5 risk reward. Pretty incredible, really high short-term leverage at 4.6. This is a high volatility stock, probably a 1.5, 1.3, somewhere in there beta, very volatile. So think uranium stock on this guy. I'm going to move this out of the way. So let's build the stop and loss on the chart. I've already input the stop and loss parameters from the spreadsheet, so I'll go ahead and paste that. So there we have the targets. Let me move this. Come on. There we go. There we have the targets. 21 DTE is going to be here. Somewhere in here. That's going to be where I want to take it out. If I don't roll it, all right, the way these things have been tracking. So we'll go ahead and go up. That trend line is kind of where I bought it. Possibly a better deal tomorrow. I mean, this was a real flush day, so it really probably needs to burn off some. It could be a couple of days where this thing could sit on its trend line. Be attractive, so we'll just see what happens. Go ahead and that is not the right tool. Let's get the right tool. Okay, it's my loss zone. Paint it in. This is a January expiration, so it's going to be pretty tight. I'm not expecting this guy to wait around. It's so volatile. It's either going to bust a stop or probably break out and want me to roll it. So not too worried about the early expiration. So there we are. Kind of drew the circle in. This is, go time. It'd be nice to kind of see that thing sort of start to wick a little bit on this weekly. So that's what it looks like. Let's put our triangle stops here. Boom. So we've got something I'm coming to appreciate with these is when we've got a stop that runs parallel to the moving averages. I think that's probably a healthy sign. So we'll see. It's a little bit of a falling knife at this point. Let's zoom out a smidge. I mean, you can kind of see how it sort of looks like we want to do a measured move from here. Black. Something like that. We could... Goodness, it's 95. And this thing could truck. Who really knows? But let's see. Peek at Ichimoku. We're hitting the cloud there on the weekly. Yeah, a lot of things should support this in our loss zone there, right at our stop or break even zone. So we'll see what happens. I think that one looks good. I like having natural gas. I think gold and silver. I want to really kind of keep the gold and silver to no more than 50% of this derivative portfolio, but because I think they're all just going to go the same direction. They're either all going to be winners or losers. I think they're going to be winners. But, I want to get diversified. Let's be honest. Is there a lot of difference between Newmont and Pause at this point? Probably not. So it's kind of cool. We got something a little different here. And I would say limit 225 and you get under there. Anything like $2. This is a $10 spread. So get back here. Where did she go? Calculator. Yeah, anything around here near $2 would seem to play out well. Or probably, where's our break even? It's here, and we got a 45 at the top, so that is up here. This area right there. So that's not all-time highs. Well, recent highs. So that's a really good target. I don't know. You hit that, I might take it all off. I might take half of it off. I don't know. We'll see. Could roll it. Just kind of evaluate when we get there. I really like that. Suits up really well. You really get probably a cup and handle. Who knows? I don't know. Remains to be seen. That's today's setup. So I'll let you guys go. Have a good one.